Well, kindred spirits, here we are, officially into the holiday season of getting ready for Thanksgiving and getting ready for Christmas. And on this particular day, I thought it was a perfect time to grab the pine cones that I found while out and about, and then I also have some YouTube videos going for a little Christmas inspiration. I sprayed this cone just to take the harshness off of the green, and that is because of the spray paint. Spray paint will eat foam, and it's just going to happen. But knowing that the pine cones are going to cover it, I was okay with that. Now you may have noticed I'm using a different glue gun already from what I used at the opening. I was trying the pen glue gun that I picked up, thought I would love it. Well, actually, it took 3 steps to actually keep the glue going, and that was just too much for me. I gave it a go, I really did, but it just took too much time and effort, so I swapped out to my old little mini one that I have. I have a big one upstairs, but I don't have the glue sticks for it. But what I did for this project is I started with the larger pine cones at the bottom, and then I'm slowly going up with smaller pine cones. And in a moment you're going to see that like this pine cone here is too long. I took out my secateurs and I'm actually going to cut it down. And here's the close-up of the top of what the paint does to foam. And then I'm also going to point out here I have some gaps and openings. That's okay. I'm going to find little tiny pine cones or cut the tips off of some others and put those right inside the gaps. So the part that probably took me the longest was trying to find just the right pine cone for the top of this Christmas tree. And I want to also point out that I've been snipping off any stems that didn't allow it to lie flat, but I'm getting there. I have a couple more to try, and then the perfect one will get glued on top. And then what I'm going to show you is I added just a touch of glitter, not a lot, but just enough to give it a little festive flair, my little bit of bling, but simple enough that it's still traditional and elegant. And I think we have a winner. I'm just going to snip off the bottom, add some glue, and attach it to the top here. And then we're going to go into the kitchen where I can make a little bit more of a mess with glitter and have some fun with that. And you may be saying to yourself that I already have a mess here. Yes, I agree, but the glitter gets into the cracks of this dining room table. Trust me, there's glitter there from last year's Christmas cards that I sent out. So I'm going to take it to the granite countertop and do it in there. Now, these glitter packets I actually found at the Dollar Tree store last year when I was working on a project, and I never got to use them. It has brown, which is on the bottom, I will be using on the pine cones. And then I also realized how wonderful the colors might look on the dried fruits, and I'm going to show you that later. But I'm going to put this first in a little tiny shaker jar. I'm going to give this a go to see how it works because I don't want a lot of glitter on the tree. I did it one way, and then I'm going to show you another way that I do it. There's so many different ways to add glitter, including spraying it with a spray adhesive or even a satin spray, and you can glitter it on there. But for this, I'm just going to touch a little bit of a glue mixed with water and put it on the pine cones and sprinkle them on top. So there is no right or wrong way to put glitter on these pine cones. This is one way I'm doing it. I'm just putting a little bit of the watered down glue, and then I'm going to shake it on with the little salt shaker that I used. You could even use your fingers to sprinkle it on. Or you could even roll it into the glitter if you wanted to. But once again, there's no right or wrong. You're going to see in a minute, I'm even going to mix the glitter with the glue and just dab it on, and that worked just as well. I didn't see much of a difference other than it probably was a little bit faster and the coating was a little heavier, which it really looked nice when it was done. So when I finished the tree and I still had the brown out, I decided to use it on some of the blood oranges that I have. Just a little swirling of the coloring. This is all going to dry clear. And I wanted to make sure it wasn't too damp because these are dehydrated. I would just be rehydrating them again if I went too far. So I'm going to set those aside and I will show you what they look like in a moment. But I think this is going to be perfect. I'm not doing a lot of glitter and glam like I have done in past years, especially in my contemporary home. 3 years ago, I did a lot more of modern decorating. So I'm enjoying doing this year. It's going to be very subtle with just a touch of traditional elegance and bling. So in a moment I will show you the fruit that has the sparkle on it, but I thought I would show you the tree. I still have to remove some of the glue stick strings that you might see, and it's hard to see the sparkle, but I think if you look closely enough you'll see some. Yeah, you can see it here. I've got the sun coming in from the back of the kitchen window, so it's catching it. But like I said, it's very subtle, but it just gives it a little extra touch of elegance to something that is so casual and natural in manner. And same with the fruit. The sparkle is just barely there. I used the orange on the oranges, I used the brown on the blood oranges, and I just did a few to see if I like it, and I do. I think I'll do a few more, and then some I will leave completely natural to use in a garland, but I'm looking forward to putting the sparkly ones on our Christmas trees. Now I'm going to get your input here, please. This is the start of a project. My mother used to make angels with me when I was little, and I took it a step further and I made a tree. It was just a different way of folding it. But I just couldn't stop there. I kept going because I didn't like how there was no point at the top. I just kept cutting the pages, and I bet if an artisan were to do this, it would look beautiful. I might even try it again and see if I can now do a different way, but what do you think? I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it's different, and if you want me to show you how I made it, I will go for it. But for now, kindred spirits, thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already. If you like these videos, give me a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs down, please just let me know in the comments below of what you didn't like, and I will work on making it better for you. But for now, I'm off to crafting some more projects for the holidays and getting this New England style Christmas in motion.